So this is row number 2 on the flower farm going in. Usually I would wet the cardboard, but this particular cardboard is so flimsy. As soon as it's wet it starts falling apart and tearing and ripping. So I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to put the compost down first and then I'm going to give it a good hose down afterwards. So that's that job done. There was a little patch where one of the pheasants had made a nest and dug a hole in my bed, which I topped up on the bed that I did a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago. And there's a molehill in the middle of that one, which is a really old one because it's subsided, but it left a little high spot, so I added some more soil on top of that and it'll flatten down in time as the tunnels underneath collapse. Yeah, not a bad job. It's a bit tricky because when you tip the compost on, the weight of the compost, it kind of slides the cardboard out, and that's quite tricky, which is why I was fiddling and trying to dump the compost right in the centre. If you wheel the wheelbarrow onto the cardboard, it tends to shift it, so it's just trying to get that line as straight as possible. It started straight, it's a bit curved now obviously because it got shifted over with the compost, but we did our best. And I guess wonky lines are just me, I guess. Now, I have bulbs put in, but I don't want my soil or my compost being eroded through the winter. And the roots won't really get going properly on the bulbs until spring. So I'm going to put a row of bulbs up the centre of this aisle, and then on the edges I'm going to plant perennials that will start getting their roots in right away. Whether that's a mistake muddling them up or not, I don't know, but mostly they're tall things like alliums, and I'm going to put some lucifer in there, which is crocosmia, and we'll see. I might well be digging them all up and moving them about next year because it was too muddly putting them all together, but we shall see. That's my plan. The wind really was strong, so I'm going to do a voiceover. The pig ark was about here during the last storm and it blew down to near where the telegraph pole was and was upside down. So for this storm coming in, I have moved it to a new position. So I've moved it down. It's like closer to the hedgerow. Protection, I'd say, about the wind. It is a storm. Oh, goodness me. I've turned it sideways to the wind so the wind can't go inside and catch underneath it, and it has both ends on, so it's less likely to get the wind inside. Kevin and Ava there enjoying the shelter from the wind. They're torn because their breakfast is up there, but their warm shelter is there, so they keep wandering backwards and forwards. Let's take a look at some of the other bits that got damaged during the storm. So here we have my wind netting, which ironically got blown down. And here on the flower farm, I've lost a row cover. That's there to stop the pheasants from picking at the lupins. In this weather, they're not going to be anywhere near. So when the wind dies down, I'll put that back and that will be fine. The other thing that has really suffered here, as you can see, are my poor sunflowers. They were looking absolutely glorious yesterday, and I will see if I can find a picture of them looking glorious to compare to these poor windswept things. There they are. Beautiful. That was a day before yesterday. So, yes, one day and night of wind, and they're looking very bedraggled. Poor sunflowers. I think they're finished. This is the gate area, the top of the farm, and you can see the top of the farm is right on the ridge, so that's the highest point on land as it comes in from the ocean. We're less than a mile from the sea here. Goodness me, that's strong wind. Nearly pushed me over. The other thing that we have to think about in this weather are the chickens. So I'm not allowing them out to free range today. They are in their run. There is debris flying around and near misses, and they will be safer and protected in there. They've got indoor space they can hide in and shelter, so they will be much safer away. Okay, as I said yesterday, there was a lot of flying debris about, and so I didn't let the chickens out of their run, and I think it was just as well. So we've got these side rails that run along, and something obviously impacted the side because one of those rails it's at a point where there was a knot, so it's obviously a weak point anyway, but something must have struck the coop because that got smashed. So one of these is being taken out, all the staples, clips taken out and the netting taken off, removing and replacing. That was pretty much the worst of the storm damage, so we got off quite lightly, touch wood, so far. And hopefully there won't be too much more damage tonight, though the winds have dropped, so hopefully we'll be okay. These guys don't seem too unhappy. Well, that's everything from Muddy Puddles this week, and I am really thankful and privileged that you have chosen to stay and watch my video all the way to the end. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. If you leave a comment, I will know you've been here and I will respond to you. And if you aren't subscribed already, then I would really appreciate that. All these things are free for you to do, and they help me to grow my channel, and they help me on my journey to keep farming and working here with the animals. So I appreciate that very much. Take care till next time. Bye.